What's happening, family? Is always give thanks and praises to the Creator, whoever you might conceive Him or her to be. For me, it's getting another beautiful day. I'm going to drop some short clips on you guys of stuff that is going on, and it's telling you not to be distracted because you know what they do. They show you stuff, distract you, but they're doing stuff behind the scenes. Stay aware, stay knowledgeable, stay informed, stay up to date. Here we go, family.
One that explains the script that they're running, please make sure to watch that next. It's important that we all stay focused, that we all stay ready. Let's begin. Okay, so in that last video, we spoke about politics and the financial system. But there are other things that are happening right before our eyes as well that we cannot afford to ignore. First thing I want to
Hang
talk
on,
about
family.
is going on with the weather. As I have explained before in my video about climate change, the events that are prophesied to happen in the book of Revelation will be communicated to the masses as results from climate change, not from judgment of Yah. People aren't going to say, this is happening because the Most High is angry with the world. That's not what people are going to be saying. They're going to be talking about climate change. And you can see today that people are fully on board with believing it. All these events that deal with the weather will all be used to justify their position to bring more control over the world. Climate change will be a main driver of control in the new world being built. So you just can't ignore these events as just weather. Pay attention to what's going on. And depending on where you live, be ready for some kind of major disaster. The reason I say this is because of what is currently happening and has been happening, it seems, for a month now. Right now, they're speaking about this heat wave.
Tonight, the record heat wave growing more dangerous by the day. 13 states from coast to coast under brutal.
And depending on where you live, be ready for some kind of major disaster. The reason I say this is because of what is currently happening and has been happening, it seems, for a month now. Right now, they're speaking about this heat wave.
Tonight, the record heat wave growing more dangerous by the day. 13 states from coast to coast under brutal heat advisories. It's growing deadlier, too. Steve Curry died this week after trekking through Death Valley in 121 degrees. His wife, Rima, still in shock.
He thought he was prepared for it.
In Miami, officials on edge as tens of thousands flock to this weekend's Rolling Loud Music Festival amid a 42-day streak of a 100-plus degree heat index.
We just got in the gate, y'all. It was so hot.
And in Phoenix, where it got above 110 for the third week in a row.
I do not own the copyright to the video. The video is for awareness and informational purposes only. I do not own the copyright to the video. It's for awareness and informational purposes only.
What's the sense about ice?
Water stations set up to combat dehydration. The misery now heading to the Midwest and the Plains. Dallas could hit 104. Also in the bullseye, Minneapolis expected to reach 99. And in Kansas City, Missouri, a steamy 97. As the South bakes, torrential rain flooding Boston's Fenway Park last night, suspending their game against the Mets. Take a look at this. Stunned fans watch as water rushed down the ballpark staircase. And 1 week after floods rushed into a Philadelphia suburb, as this summer of severe weather continues to claim lives.
Priscilla joins us from Houston. Priscilla, we're not just talking about more days of record heat, but rather weeks.
Jose, that's right. Temperatures here in the south and across the southeast and west are forecast to remain well above average through August.
Please don't ignore this. To me, this seems like this heat wave will be the scapegoat for something greater. Be prepared for a massive weather-related event to occur over these next few months, because you don't just go from massive heat to nothing. I would expect the heat to be a major scapegoat for a major hurricane or a problem with the power grid. Let's look at something else. Now, I have made different videos in regards to the fourth industrial revolution, major hurricane, or a problem with the power grid. Let's look at something else. Now, I have made different videos in regards to the fourth industrial revolution.
Had to repeat it, folks.
Speaking about AI in particular. If you think these things are inconsequential and far off,
no, I don't.
You're not paying enough attention. We already see that Whole Foods is implementing the pay with your hand technology at all their stores.
Soon you will be able to pay for groceries at every Whole Foods in the US with just a swipe of your hand. Amazon says that the Pay by Palm technology will be at all of those stores nationwide by the end of the year. Customers just have to hover their hand.
Okay, if you guys been watching my video for a while, you will know that this was up for a while. It was in France about 4 years ago, where the kids would just swipe their hand and go and pay for the drinks and go to party. It was also in Miami years ago, where they were saying they were going to do it for the old people and the dogs, in case the dogs get lost. They will know exactly who the dog belongs to. And if old people walk away from their homes, they will able to find them because they have the chip in their hands and they can scan them and know exactly who these people were. So this is out for a while, but they're just trying to implement it to bring it into you easily and slowly, that you will think it's normal to get it done. It is not, folks. It is not. All right, here we go. That's how they track you and know exactly where you are at all times, along with your cell phone and your location on your cell phone. That's why I tell people, take off your location on your cell phone so they really can't track you that way. Keep it going.
Over the device to pay. This method is already being used at 200 Whole Foods locations across 20 states, and you can also find it in other places, stores like Panera Bread.
They are just doing this to soften up the public for the coming World ID that everyone seems to be completely unaware of. What happened this week should be more widely known, but for the most part, the masses, as usual, are being kept in the dark. Sam Altman, CEO of OpenAI, co-founder of ChatGPT, launched his new project called WorldCoin just this week. As we see on their website, World ID, a more human internet with global proof of personhood, privacy first, self-custodial, decentralized. Get your World ID. If you remember my video on Web3, this is speaking of Web3 completely, but let's not lose focus. Basically, what we are seeing is that the creators of artificial intelligence are solving a problem they created by making a world identification system.
Okay, here we go again with the AI, the movie with Will Smith, I Am Robot. They were warning in the movies. And then don't forget when they make that so-called landing on the moon, which wasn't really happening, when they said this is one giant step for man and one great step for what? Mankind. That means that they are a kind of a human, despite the fact they said that we're 1/3 of human. They are not really. A lot of them are white folks are okay, but the majority of them in power, I don't think they think like humans. I don't think they're actually clones or robots. But anyway, that's a whole different video. That's my perspective on that one.
To prove you are not artificial intelligence. Look at what they say on this site. World ID is a new privacy-first decentralized identity protocol. It enables seamless sign-in to websites, mobile apps, and crypto dApps, while proving you're a unique and real person without sharing personal data like names, emails, etc. They literally want you to prove that you're a real human being.
Now, would you be willing to provide a scan of your eye in order to get hold of a new cryptocurrency? That is what is required to authenticate your identity if you want to use WorldCoin, a new form of digital money that has just been launched. It's the brainchild of Sam Altman, CEO of OpenAI, the company behind ChatGPT. The scanners look like this, and the company says they are necessary because AI is making it more difficult to distinguish humans from bots.
Digital identity has been
Okay, folks, so what I'm gonna do is this is about 31 minutes long, so I'm gonna show you the website to go to, or the YouTube channel to go to check it out. But you guys are gonna laugh. All right, folks. Here's the website. Hang on, folks. You can watch the whole video there. It got do not be distracted. Sorry. Are you aware of all of this? So you can go to YouTube and check the whole video for yourself because it's a little bit too long for me to post here. Until then, folks, I love you guys. Peace out. One love.